Hey there everybody, this is Bo looking at you from the inside of an asteroid somewhere later in the game. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about the first 10 skills you need to consider when doing this game, which is Skyrim in space, i.e. Starfield. Now when I'm talking about the first 10, okay, remember you get 3 skills off the bat for just getting in and taking a backstory. Diplomat, scoundrel, pilot, etc., etc. I don't care which one you choose, but I'm just going to give you my suggested 10 skills that I think you really should consider for your first 10 because it's going to make your life so much easier in the game. Again, remember, you get unlimited skill points because you can just keep leveling indefinitely in this game, but it'll take you a hell of a while, and you want to make sure you have these up front so that you can take advantage of a lot of the stuff that you're going to find along the game. First and foremost, you want to take at least one skill in security, because you're going to find a lot of picks, like locks you need to pick, and doors that could be opened, computer terminals, because remember, you get both locks, doors, and computers on the same skill, so you don't have to do like 2 separate ones, not like Fallout or something. You want to, there are skill challenges, like pick X number of locks, but you want to work your way down this until at least you get to rank 3, because then it lets you open any lock in the game, which you really want to get, because there's a ton of good equipment and a ton of money. And to complement the money, you want to go here to Scavenging. My suggestion is to get down to minimum at least the 2nd rank as quick as you can, because the extra credits you get from searching containers really adds up, because you're going to be doing tens or hundreds of these things in a dungeon. I don't know if they call it a dungeon, or at least a location. And you're going to get a ton of credits. Plus, if you get the ammo here, you basically don't have to worry about ever buying ammo again in the game. Again, you might use a lot from one particular weapon, but you just cycle weapons back and forth, and you'll pretty much be good to go on ammo. These two are very, very nice. The next one I would highly recommend is Persuasion. At least get 1 or 2 ranks into this as much as you can, because there are many times in this game where you're going to be trying to do a thing, and if you can persuade somebody, they will usually give you either more stuff, or at least you don't have to like kill a whole room of enemies. But it requires a little bit higher rank, and as you rank this up, you have a much higher chance of being able to influence people and win the minigame, the Persuasion minigame. Also, quick tip, helps to drink red wine before, because you get the +8 or +10 to Persuasion. Big time help. Anyway, the next one, those are 2. 3. The 4th one I'd recommend would be weightlifting. Now, weightlifting allows you to carry additional stuff, because in this game you're going to be carrying a bunch of crap, and it really, really helps. All right, the next one I'd recommend is 1 rank into stealth, at least 1, so that way you can see the stealth meter. It does allow you to have a little bit more, I guess, detection if you're sneaking around, but really gives you access to the stealth meter, so you know you're good to go, because the 6th skill that you're going to be dealing with is going to be pickpocketing. Theft. There it is. Theft. You want to be able to pickpocket people, okay? Because if you pickpocket folks, sometimes you'll be in a mission where you mess up a persuasion. You piss off a guy and he has a key or some item you need to get the rest of the mission done. Well, if you have stealth and you have pickpocket, you can grab the item right off of him, which might save you a ton of time, unless you like scum save a lot. But anyway, you don't have to do that. But I'm saying is that's a great opportunity to both get items and equipment right off people, because you can just snag it straight off of them, make a lot of money, but really opens up a lot of possibilities. So what are you going to do with the 7th one? I'm not going to do any combat. Reason for it is, while that my damage might be a little bit more, I can always shoot the guy 1 more time, and there's your 10% damage or whatever to get you started. 7, I would either recommend you could go down the road of doing research methods immediately, so you can get into weapon engineering and all this other stuff, but we're talking initial. So the only thing I would suggest that makes life a little bit easier, targeting computers. Now, targeting computers make life way easier, because you have to be able to use targeting in order to disable ships so that you can dock on the ship and take the ship. If you're out there in space trying to fight and get money and resources, this one is worth a ton of dough, because as long as you've basically gotten rid of every other enemy ship in the area and you only have 1 left, what you can do is you can disable their engines, and as soon as the engines are disabled, you can dock with the ship. You go in there, you rock and roll, you clean that ship out, You can get a bunch of items and credits, and then you sell that ship at the nearest shipyard, and you get usually between 5 and 10,000 credits. Pretty good money. Now, if I was doing another one, I would definitely try to at least get piloting going, okay? It's going to be one of these where you have challenges. You got to break XYZ number of ships. But if you're already trying to take ships using this skill, you might as well get piloting up, because what you want to get into is B and C rank ships pretty quickly. If you can get into B and C rank ships, you may not have like a huge one, you know, like some like freaking cargo van thing, but a class C component can power B and A. A class B component can do B or A. You know what I mean? So you can C, B, and an A with a C. Anyway, you get the point. You can run much larger and better equipment for a ship the higher those ranks are, which makes a big difference when you're trying to go after a bunch of ships at once. And the last couple I'll say would be boost pack makes life a lot nicer when you're trying to get around, because you get a little bit more mobility. And then if you need it, go one into medicine and just start going down that road. This gets you some points, so that way you can start unlocking weapon engineering and scanning and outpost engineering, which is going to be really important for you later in the game. But that would be my last one, would be starting to go down this road. So all the other points, do these guys, socials, big, and then of course a couple into physicals, and then you would be styling. So if that was useful for you, Sam, was that useful? Probably. Then like, comment, subscribe, let me know. Anyway, we're back doing some Starfield. Expect more. See ya.